Surround yourself with people that inspire you. Surround yourself with love. I felt like it was hard getting my vision out. It was hard getting people to see my vision, and I felt like my destiny was out of my hands, and I needed to take that power back. I got into YouTube because I saw various creators like Dante and Oprah Syverson. I saw content creators like Hoop Genius, and I saw myself in them. I saw my humor in them. I saw how they communicated themselves, and I saw how free they were. And at the time, I was watching them in about 2019, and I was trying to figure out what I was going to do next, and I wanted to change that. So when I started uploading, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what a proper thumbnail was. I didn't know any of these metrics that they were trying to tell me what a good video is supposed to have. I just knew that, I had some sort of humor that I thought would translate well on camera and would translate well to the audience that would eventually find me. And maybe they would stick around if they saw their self in me, right? So as I'm uploading for 4 years consistently, every day, I learned something new. Every year I learned something new. And a lot of things that I learned along the way, I just wanted an outlet to where I didn't have to rely on anybody to okay my vision, good or bad. And I essentially looked at YouTube like my own TV network. I just upload the content and I can't force anybody to watch it. I just knew that if I uploaded enough and if I uploaded frequently and often and consistently, eventually I will build momentum and eventually the people will gravitate to me and gravitate to what they enjoy. A nugget of advice that I learned from Kobe, that while you're building and working on things, we all have this sense of like, what if it doesn't work out? Kobe said, it's just a waste of time contemplating on whether or not you're gonna fail or not. So I completely remove that from the process for the most part. When I upload, I just upload and I'm on to the next. And it keeps me going. I feel like every new video is a fresh new slate because there's a lot of videos on my channel that stink. They are terrible, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I uploaded them because either I thought they were funny or I thought they were interesting, or even I liked the thumbnail design that I picked and I just left it up there. So what I learned from these content creators that I mentioned, and also gotta throw DDG in there, all I had was their advice, and their advice was just to upload post, thinking as long as I upload as much as humanly possible, I'll be good. I will earn the money that I need, and I will have the audience that I want. And I'm gonna be the one to tell you I was wrong. I failed on that strategy because I don't think it was for me. Over 1,000 videos later, I'm proud that I was able to upload these many videos, but on the other end, sometimes I wish I took my time and uploaded less. Sometimes I'm like, damn, did I upload too much? Should I delete these? I still go back and forth with that. Some of these videos, honestly, I was just focusing on the money, and that hindered my creativity at times. I don't feel I was adequately prepared for realistic expectations because all I had were examples of massive creators. They had a strategy that worked for them, and it was geared towards getting monetized and getting monetized as fast as possible. If you liken this and compare this to basketball, getting monetized was just like, I made a team. What's next? Well, now you have to be a starter. And the next level is, okay, now you have to be a superstar. And now you have to elevate. And it gets overwhelming. It gets demanding and it's very time consuming. It takes a lot of time creating and crafting videos. And what they don't tell you is the time that you're gonna have to spend crafting, the time you're gonna have to spend filming and editing. And it's a high possibility that a lot of your videos are going to flop. A very important thing that I learned in this YouTube journey is that the time that you put into these videos, it does not necessarily equate to views. Doesn't necessarily equate to money. So I feel like it's important for every creative and every artist, every YouTuber to define for themselves what is success. How are your goals objective? How are your goals measurable? For me, what I learned is that the goals that I was setting for myself were unrealistic. I got monetized, and the next thing was like, okay, in a year, I want to be at 100,000 subscribers. I want to have 100,000 subscribers by this specific date. And when that date didn't come, or when that huge achievement or milestone doesn't happen, you may feel like a failure. And then when you're putting in all these hours in these videos to make maybe $70 or $100 in a month, because you're gonna learn very quickly that if you're relying on AdSense, which is like, the ads that you put on your videos, it may not be enough to sustain yourself. And you're gonna have to find other measures. But that's going to happen the more you learn and the more you keep going. So as I was learning, I had to define what was success for me. I had to define what was worth it for me to keep going, because you're going to have to dig to find out what is really worth it for you to continue this journey, because it is a long journey. And a lot of creators get lost. A lot of creators stop uploading. Many creators phase out and fade out. So for me, most importantly, it was my purpose that came first, my artistic vision, and building a community that was priority. Because also when you put out these videos, you have to understand that people are interested in the topic or the subject before they are interested in you. They clicked on your video to either be entertained or to learn something. And I learned from a lot of people in this 4-year journey that the best content creators have a combination of both, where you can learn something and be entertained at the same time. I want to re-emphasize that YouTube is very demanding. YouTube is extremely demanding. I learned that with every upload, it's another chance to take me out of my situation. See, at the time and currently, I'm at a job that I necessarily don't like and I'm not really passionate about. And I feel like it's taken away from the time that I could be putting into making the next big video or just making a video that I'm proud of. I will admit, because of my situation, that I was rushing the process. I need enough to justify doing this full time. And to succeed on YouTube, you're gonna have to fit within a trend, within a certain topic, a certain niche, and you have to be searchable. People have to find you. And when people find you, people have to click. People have to be interested, because it's a trade-off. They're essentially trading their time for what you're creating. For viewers to commit to a long form video from a content creator that they essentially don't know, they want to know that what they clicked on for, it's going to be delivered to them at the end of that process, or at least during the process. They may not even give you that time to watch the full video for that message or that objective to be delivered, because it's a fight for attention. So how are you going to hook your viewer? How are you going to make it easier for that viewer to commit to a content creator that they don't know? Because people have to click on your video, watch it, and stay long enough to where YouTube recommends you to other people. I gauge my success on a video by how many people it reaches. And I gauge each comment by a passionate minority, whether that be negative or positive. I'm just appreciative of every comment that I get, and I try to respond back to everybody. That's kind of my thing. And I think you should be very engaged, at least starting out, on commenting back and responding back to as many people as possible. I think a lot of people will come back and be returning viewers the more you speak to them in the comment section. And the one thing that I learned is that you can't control who watches your videos. The video is shooting out to everybody who's interested in that topic. So some people are going to love you and some people are not going to like you. And that's the name of the game. But what's kept me going is a lot of people that come back and are returning viewers, and they leave little comments here and there that I enjoy. Like, I like your vision, I like your humor, I like your views on things. And that's big to me, because you can't be a perfect content creator. And even the people that you look up to and you think to yourself, okay, I can do that, I can see myself in them. The truth is, you're never going to be just like them, and your journey is never going to be the same as your favorite content creators, or even just the content creators that you see explode. More than likely, you're not going to get that one video immediately that changes your life. It's going to take some time, it's going to take some build up, it's going to take momentum, it's going to take persistence, and it's going to take dedication. It's going to take discipline. It's going to take a lot of discipline to continue to upload when things look shaky, when you're tired, when you're going through school, when you're commuting back and forth to work. You're making a decision to continue to upload, to continue to persevere, to continue to learn, and to continue to be hungry. Look at every upload as an opportunity to learn. Look at every upload as an opportunity to grow, and as an opportunity to reach more people, to communicate your vision and your ideas. I learned in my experience in these 4 years that if you attach your progress and your ideas to a $sign, you're always going to be disappointed, and it's never going to seem like it's enough. I'm not coming to you as an expert. I'm coming to you as someone that continues to struggle with this, and I learn every day in every upload. Attaching a monetary value to your vision and to your creativity, it's a sure way for you to kill your creativity. If you're chasing views and you're going after that video that you think is going to get you the most amount of money, it may not resonate well. You may have 1 or 2 videos that just take off, but I'm going to give you a realistic scenario. Say that video takes off and you did these videos that took off solely for the money. What happens is a trickle-down effect. Now, more people are going to want to see that video that took off for you. They're going to go to your channel and they're going to look for more videos that are just like that video. People are going to associate that video with who you are until they find out more. But say you don't want to do that type of video anymore. What happens is that audience that came for that video, now what? Well, now you're either going to have to pivot or continue to do that type of video over and over again, which may kill your creative drive. You may burn out and then you stop uploading. I don't want that to happen for you, so keep that in mind. I think it's important for you to continue to outline your goals. What do you expect to gain from this? Do you see yourself doing this 3 years from now, 5 years from now? 10 years from now? And if you're looking for a quick, easy come up, I'm going to tell you, like every other YouTuber that cares about you, that cares about your success, they're going to recommend for you that if you're looking for a quick come up, don't do YouTube. Don't do YouTube if you think it's going to be a quick, easy come up. Do YouTube if you're looking for an extension or an outlet of what you're already doing on your free time. A lot of people come on this platform and they're already doing something, like they have an entrepreneurial business and they have a skill set that they want to get out to more people. Think of YouTube as you're using this as a discovery platform or a discovery tool to showcase something, your skill set, your vision, your humor. Essentially a product, right? Some people look at themselves, the content creator, as the product. You're selling yourself. It's marketing at the end of the day. Look at YouTube as marketing for whatever you want it to be. And if you can, have fun with it. Try to have fun with it. And don't be afraid to look silly. Don't be afraid to show your real self, because I think people connect with authenticity first and foremost. I think that's what keeps people on this platform. It keeps people to continue to check for you. It's got to be something that they connect with you on a human level. Even if you're selling something, if it's not coming with a personality, if it's not coming with a skill set or with a certain mentality that's carved out by wisdom, then I feel like you're going to be a fly-by-night type of content creator. Or you may stick with it, but it's a possibility that you burn out. So in order to avoid all that, outline what you really want from YouTube, what you really want to gain, and also ask yourself, would you still upload if you made no money for a very long time, however long that is? Everybody's going to have their chance. Everybody's going to get their opportunity. You're going to have that chance to have a breakaway video or a video that does really well. Whatever that may be for you, it may be 70,000 views, it may be 100,000 views or more. And when that opportunity comes, what are you going to do with that opportunity? A lot of people are surprised that when that one video finally takes off, they are scrambling trying to catch up to this moment. And because of this, I think preparation is key. I know you can't really gauge everything. Lord knows, especially on this platform, there's a huge unpredictability factor on YouTube. So you can't plan for everything. But I think figuring out what you want the fabric of your channel to be is key. Whatever you want to do, you can do that. There's plenty of audiences on YouTube. You just have to upload. The name of the game is consistency. The name of the game is to post more. I would recommend, though, not to rush it. Take your time. I know we all have this immediate sense of this has to happen now. Everything has to happen at this moment, or I can't justify putting more time if it's not bringing in money now. I need the growth now. I need this. I need that. But take your time with it. Be patient. You know, there's a level of quantity that you're going to have to produce to get the results that you want, but also there's a level of quality and care you're going to have to present to make yourself stand out. Take your time editing. Get better with every upload. Get better with your intros, get better with your strategy, get better with your communication and your comfortability on camera. I learned all that and continue to learn that through every upload. You're never too old to start. There's people on this platform from all levels of expertise and all age groups. My cousin got started in the content with the idea that he's going to upload until literally his casket drops, until he checks out. He said he will have a video that week. He'll have a video out that week on his deathbed. He's in it for life. So how long do you think you're going to do this for? Are you in this just for a season, or are you in this for the long term? It's very important to figure that out and continue to observe and learn from other content creators that you look up to. But it's also important to have a support group. So important. Have a support group, because if you're going to be surrounded by people that are going to continue to doubt you, it may have a negative impact on you from an energy perspective. You need people to uplift you and support you. Surround yourself with people that inspire you. Surround yourself with love, and surround yourself with people that have a deep appreciation for some of the similar things that you do. I also think failure is necessary. I think the greatest teacher is failure. And I think because everything seems great when you're winning, everything is great when you're on a high. Everything is great when the views are up. You may even think that you don't need to adjust when you're winning. Why do I need to change anything? I'm winning. But when you're failing, that's a true test of character. And you start thinking, what do I need to change? What do I need to update? You're constantly testing and tinkering and experimenting with your style and your presentation on YouTube, because there's going to be a time where you put a lot of effort into a video and it doesn't translate to the audience how you thought it would. Sometimes it doesn't translate to the height of your expectations, and that's something that happens, and that's okay. A lot of people would consider that a failure. A lot of people have high months, and the next month they don't do as many views, or they have that video that took off a month before and then the next month they don't, and that might be considered a failure to someone. But that's an opportunity for you to change, an opportunity for you to get outside of your comfort zone. These are all great things. Failure is an opportunity for you to fail forward, as Will Smith would say. So take that information, take that intel, and try to go into the lab and figure out what to do differently in the next video. Maybe change that camera angle or change a certain setting and get into a different setting that is different from your normal environment. Sometimes I think it could be the environment that had a contribution to my performance. There's something that the audience didn't resonate with, or there's something that the people did resonate with, just not as many people that I would hope for on that particular video. But that's okay. That's what's great about YouTube. You can dictate your own schedule and dictate how much you want to upload or how little you want to upload. And also, if you want to employ people to help you on your vision, if you need to outsource, Fiverr is amazing for that. This should be a sponsored video, but it isn't. But if you do it all on your own, it can get overwhelming. But the good thing is you can stay within your budget if you're tight on money. And if you can budget a great video, you're going to do amazing when the money comes. Think of all the times you didn't have any money, you had to get creative. So when you're starting out on YouTube, a good question is to ask, what can you do with less? How can I maximize my output and my results? How can I maximize my quality with less? I tell people that are starting off that when they ask, do they need a new fancy camera? Do they need a new fancy microphone? I mean, if you got it like that, sure. I'm not going to tell you something that you don't want to do, but also I'm going to tell you that you don't have to do it. You can start off on your phone. I think Mr. Beast was able to achieve 100,000 subscribers with just his phone. And that's the biggest content creator who ever lived. So if he can do it, you can do it too. It's just a matter of, can they hear you and can they see you? And they may not even be able to need to see you these days. There's so many faceless channels on here. You could be just a voiceover channel if you really wanted to be. There's plenty of channels that continue to thrive and prosper by not showing their face. A lot of people ask, is there even a point for me to start right now? All this competition, all these YouTube channels being created, do I have a shot? And yeah, it's very competitive and it's going to continue to be competitive. But YouTube gives you a chance. It gives you a chance to create the video, to reach new people. And with every upload, you get a brand new shot at building your audience. YouTube will give you an opportunity to grow. Like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's very competitive and every niche is saturated, but nobody's like you. You have your own unique personality, your unique voice, and there's only one of you. So I think if you have the mindset of, well, I don't have anything to offer, this is a mentality that even I struggle with sometimes when I'm about to upload. I think, well, people don't need my voice and opinion on this. And if you think like that, you've already lost before you get a chance to get going, because there's somebody out there that's looking for your opinion and your voice. There are characteristics that only you can display. So if you feel like you have nothing to offer on this topic, it's not true, but also you're clipping your wings before you even get a chance to fly. So I figure that if you have all these factors you're gonna look up in 5 or so years, or a couple years even, and you're still creating, you're gonna look up and you're gonna say, I'm so happy that I started. And you're gonna have days where you feel like you're not growing and when you feel like you're stagnant, but never get too high, never get too low. It's been a great learning experience for me. And I think that if you have a genuine love for creativity and for creating, and if you have a love for connecting with people, this is the place for you.
I always looked at myself as someone that didn't fit in this environment. I was looking for ways to escape and looking for ways to be creative and create a world for myself. And that's probably why I'm drawn to YouTube. And every time I create, every time I go in with the vision, I get like this weird vision of home. Like, I think of home as, you know, as a place that I spent my first 9 years of my life, my formative years. And I go back to that feeling. Every time I create something different, something special, I get that feeling. And I think that feeling is about healing my inner child. And I feel like, you know, what keeps me going is that spirit and feeling like, you know, another video that I create is another opportunity to reach that type of child that needed this. You know, I would have needed these type of creations when I was, you know, 12, 11. And that's probably where I found solace and comfort in these creators that were able to create a world and create an environment where I could feel safe, even if it was just a short, brief time of an escape from reality. You may find that type of solace in video games and sports, and it's all ways for us to escape and ways for us to cope in a healthy way. So I feel like that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated. And if you can find that type of purpose that's greater than yourself, greater than money, greater than these vain metrics like subscriber count, which don't fucking matter anyways, because I don't know if you speak to any other content creator that we can't even reach all of our subscribers. You know, it's just a number. You still have to work time and time again to get that video out to those people that want to see it. They have to be interested in clicking on it. If they don't click on it anyways, it doesn't matter. That number doesn't matter. So you should just focus on what's important in creating the best, you know, video possible, and asking yourself, would I be interested in this? Would I be wanting to watch this? Would I seek out this information? Would I sit through this? And if you can answer that, you can't speak for millions of people. You can't speak for thousands of people. I find myself struggling saying, like, how can I speak or how can I make a video that's suiting for thousands of people? And I just start with myself first. So if you start with yourself first and you build on that, you'll probably reach other people that are like-minded in thought and spirit and ideas and just where they're at in their life and their journey. You know, some people come along for the journey and they drop out. So I saw a quote from Raven Lenae, the artist, that was just like, you know, we have people for a brief moment in time, and as they evolve, people drop out and new people come, and they're just thankful for the people that were able to join them on this journey, even if it was for a brief moment in time. Because, you know, as a creative, as a YouTuber, you're not looking to recreate what you did last year or, 30 videos ago, right? You can't, you know. The only thing you can do is go forward and continue to evolve and continue to better yourself, right? If you look at all these other creators and, you know, people that have explosive growths, people have explosive and exponential growth. There's going to be people that start at the same time as you, and seemingly you feel like they just blew by you, right? They caught a couple of videos, they rode a wave. You was both at 100 subscribers. Now they're at 50,000. Now they're at 100,000. I've had plenty of people start at the same time as me, and they just caught a wave and they've been riding that wave. And I just think to myself, must be nice. They're able to make this their main source of income so fast. But I had to understand that that was not my journey. That was not my time. And like I said, your time will come. And I'm a full believer that my time will come. And every time you upload, you have another chance. You have another opportunity of making that a reality. Just understand that your journey is uniquely yours, just like my journey is uniquely mine. Our journeys won't look alike. We can relate on a human level, but understand that my path is going to be my path. Your path is going to be your path. Okay? Stick to your path, stick to your journey, and stick to what's true to you. And I think over time, you know, maybe the goals that you set for yourself, and like, I want this, you may no longer want that. And some goals that you think were out of reach when you started, you know, are very much in reach. You just have to continue to strive forward and continue and consistently put into it, consistently work towards bettering yourself. You know, it's a self-development tool, and it's a platform to connect with other people that, you know, maybe lifelong supporters, maybe friends. You know, it's up to you to decide what you want. As always, Steve Lavino, so I'll be safe. Shwee.